Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Moments with Raquel podcast. I am your host Raquel, and of course, it is my absolute delight to welcome you to another episode of this podcast. First things first, happy new month. Okay, I know I should have done this last week, but yes, I was very unavailable. So here we are. Happy new month, guys. It's a very special month. Not only is it the month for all the lovey-dovey thingy, it's also my birth month. Yes, my birthday is in about 2 weeks, and I am ecstatic. Okay, getting into the business of the day, I'd like to welcome everyone who is a first-time listener of Moments with Raquel podcast. I must say it is my honor, singular honor, to welcome you to this great community that we have growing here. And if you have always been a listener, if you're a regular, you're also welcome. Thank you for sticking around and sticking with me throughout this time. I also want to give a very special shout out to everyone who listened to the premiere episode of our second season. The feedbacks have been really amazing. So guys, thank you so very much. Okay, moving on. February, as we know it, is known for one thing in particular, and that's Valentine's Day. I don't know why we make such a fuss out of it. I'm not going to judge, but yes, it's Valentine's season, and there's just this thing about this period that brings out some sort of magnanimity from people. Now whether they're doing it for trends or they're doing it because they really want to, from a place of really good intentions and good gestures, or and even those doing it for what reasons. But whatever the reason is, this period just brings out some sort of magnanimous spirit in people. And that leads me to my topic for the day: bone straight versus boxes. That's rather strange, don't you think? Yes, bone straight versus boxes. Now, these are two terms that we are really familiar with. It was, towards the Christmas period last year, it was as if bone straight was the the identity card for anybody to celebrate, any female rather, to celebrate Christmas. And it's like, for those who couldn't get their ID during Christmas, it has been forwarded to Valentine's Day. I don't understand why we are very caught up in the physicalities, why we are so caught up in the activities rather than the reasons behind the activity. Now, what do I mean by this? The feminine gender, well, I happen to be a full-fledged female. There's something about my gender when it comes to giving and receiving. Now, naturally, men have been saddled with the responsibility. From time immemorial, they have been saddled with the responsibility of being providers. Though we live in times where things are gradually changing and women also find themselves in the position to also be providers. But the original mandate was given to men. But in the times we live in right now, some women have grown into this entitlement mentality where the man has to do everything for them, where the man has to give everything to them. Why I'm not judging anyone, of course, this is based on my personal opinion. Why I'm not judging anyone, I think that may not exactly be the best way to go. Unless, of course, there is a balanced level of reciprocity. If you are able to reciprocate whatever it is you demand or desire, then it's fine. Now, the literal terms I use, bone straight and boxes. An original bone straight wig will be between 200 and 300,000 naira, and a pair of boxes or a set of boxes, no matter how no matter how good, at most 5,000 naira. Now, the disparity, the difference, financial difference between these two items. Now, you're expecting a guy to buy you bun straight. Now, I'm using this just as an example, not necessarily that, okay, what you need for Valentine is bun straight. Now, bun straight can represent any other thing. So people need iPhone 12. I think that's it's thing now. Yeah, iPhone 12. Some people need a car or a new house, or maybe even a vacation to some island country. Whatever you need as a lady. My question to you is, would you be able to gift your man something equivalent financially? I'm talking about the monetary value now, because I know for a fact that the items that men use are rather pricey. Their shoes are expensive, their wristwatches are expensive, their perfumes, good ones, original ones, are really expensive, their clothing, everything men use are quite expensive. I was talking to someone earlier in the week, and I said, oh, I remember that my ex, has a wristwatch that was worth my salary at the time. And if I put 2 of his perfume bottles or 3 together, my salary won't cover it. Now, being in a relationship with someone like that can be really challenging, especially if you're the kind of person that loves to give, that wants to give, but then you cannot really afford what this person uses. What do you do in a situation like that? Well, there are other ways to go about it. If you want to know, slide into my DM and I'll tell you. But the point I'm trying to make here is, as a lady, you're asking for iPhone 12 or you're asking for bun straight week, and all you have planned to give your partner for Valentine's Day is a pair of boxers or some bed sheets. Do the math. How does that work in your head? The funny thing is, some women do not even have any intentions whatsoever of buying anything. They just want to know that, oh, okay, boo or bae has to do this for me on Valentine's Day. I think the purpose of this particular episode is to disabuse your mind from that. Don't feel entitled, whether he can afford it or not. Now, there's nothing wrong in him buying you a gift, but the point is, I don't want you to feel entitled to it, firstly. Secondly, if you are expecting something that big, you should be able to return it in kind. You should be able to gift the same thing, something equally valuable. I saw a post somewhere, like a guy put up a post that, like, all he wants are new tires for his car. And that got me thinking, how many women would actually think to buy new tires for their man? It doesn't just come up like that. Now, you have to be a woman that's really attentive to your partner to know that, okay, he needs new tires. Or how about, okay, you pay for the next trip he makes to the mechanic shop or to the car wash or things like that. You just tell him, okay, for the next 1 month, the cost of washing your car is on me. How many times do we get to think about things like this? I'm saying we because I think at one point or the other in my life, I may have been part of this problem too, being part of this give me set of people, and it's totally wrong. It's totally wrong. Whatever it is you want to receive, make sure you're able to give. If I'm to bring the Bible into this, I think Matthew 7 and verse 12, where it talks about doing unto others as you want them to do unto you. Now, I don't know if I'm getting that exactly correctly, but if you're willing to accept this from someone, you should be able to give also. Likewise, you should be able to give to them. Okay? Now, back to the bun straight and boxer. Seriously, lady, if you are expecting something like a bun straight or something equivalent, please be willing to give as much. You're expecting a gift of 200k. Don't wrap 10,000 naira and give to him. It doesn't work like that, or it shouldn't work like that. And one thing I'd also like to point out very importantly, Valentine's Day is not just for lovers. It's not only for husband, wife, or boyfriend, girlfriend, or any other kind of relationship there is these days. Because trust me, there are a whole lot of modifications to that. I'm not going to get into that. But how about your friends? Your bestie, your BFF, your quote unquote ride or die, those people that catch you when you fall, your unpaid therapist, your unpaid errand boy or girl. We're very good at using our friends. Have you thought about gifting your friend something special for Valentine's Day? That's a thought. It's just a day or two away. You should also keep them in mind whenever you go to buy whatever you want to buy. Think about your friends. They also deserve gifts. When you call them and unload all of your problems, and they just help you through it, please buy gifts for your friends. Not just your lovers, buy for your friends too this Valentine period. Buy for your parents if you still have them around. Buy something special for your parents. If you have siblings, do that. If you have an employer, do that. If you have employees, do that. Everybody deserves love this period. Everybody deserves gifts. I mean, living in a country like ours with all of the hula baloo and all the chaos and everything going around, you'll be surprised how much a little gift can go, to put a smile on someone's face. And I mean, never underestimate the power of putting a smile on someone's face. Okay? So I wish you all a fantastic Valentine's Day celebration. Don't forget my birthday is coming. I'm expecting birthday gifts and birthday wishes from all of you. But yeah, back to Valentine's Day. Have yourself a splendid celebration. And if you are on the single train, I tried so hard to avoid talking about being single this whole episode, but it's almost inevitable. Okay, if you're single, if you're a single Pringle, well, I don't know what advice to give to you because I'm single myself and I don't know what I'm going to be doing on Sunday. But whatever it is, make yourself happy. Okay, there's nothing wrong in being single. As a matter of fact, it's better you're single than being in a relationship or in a marriage with the wrong person. So, for this time that you're being single, relish it. Enjoy it. Spoil yourself as much as you can. Take yourself out. If you can, if you want to stay in, please stay in and be fabulous with it. Yes, whatever it is, show yourself love. You also deserve it. Okay, being single is not a death sentence. It's not a curse to be single. Okay, so take care of yourself. Cook yourself a kick-ass meal. Go on Netflix. You can, do the legendary Netflix and chill, or whatever. The options are limitless. You have so much to choose from. So once again, guys, have yourself a fantastic Valentine's Day celebration, and play safe. Whatever it is you do or intend to not do, just play it safe. Okay, well, except you are aiming to add one more person or two more persons to this world. Either way, just play it safe. Okay, play it safe. Remember, COVID-19 is still around, and not just the pregnancy and other things. Yes, COVID-19 is real. So as you go out, be responsible. Wear your nose mask, carry your hand sanitizers. Don't go to crowded places. Be very picky about where you go to, and please stay safe, guys. COVID is real. All right, that's where I call it wraps onto this episode of Moments with Raquel. Until I come your way again, remain fabulous and have yourself a fantastic weekend. And don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms, on Instagram and Twitter at Miss Modi. That is MZMORDI. Yes, please follow me on social media and share this podcast with your friends, your family, people in your circle. I look forward to reading your comments and your feedbacks, and you guys are just amazing. Thank you very much, and bye.